have you ever regretted something, and what is it? Yeah, I regretted a lot of things in my life. I told you once this story in one of the late night talks about that I left the Greek guy, one of my really good homies, when he was really drunk in a club, and then he got robbed. Like robbed, I mean with like thrown on the floor, beaten and all the stuff, and this time I was sleeping. I really regretted that I left there, to be honest. But I asked the other friends if they take care of him, and they said yeah, and I should have known it better that those friends are maybe not taking the care they are saying to me. But yeah, it was just I don't know. So that is horrible. That is really shitty. He called me the next day with his mother's phone. I was like, damn, you don't believe what happened. And then we met up and we talked about it. And I said, I'm so sorry, you know. Pet zone, and you know, pet to me, you know, I regretted pet to him, to be honest. Like after that, he's actually really a really cool guy, I think. He, like we talked about it, and I also told him, hey, I don't know, yeah, he has to see it with different eyes and all that stuff, and he really did, like he switched so quickly. It's not your fault or his, but still, sometimes you have the feeling, you know? Sometimes I had a feeling that I should stay and I just didn't stay it, you know? But yeah, this is one of the regrets I have. Like I really, you know, I would say a lot of people saying like they have no regrets. I actually have some stuff that I wish I did differently, you know? Like I'm not perfect of all, you know? If I knew this would happen, you definitely wouldn't left. It's not your fault. Yeah, I don't have this feeling, oh, it's your fault and all this stuff. But it's when someone is asking me what is your regret, and I give my my honest opinion, and I give it to you. It's just on my list, you know. It's unexplainable, to be honest. I guess that's actually how regret works. Yeah, exactly. Like this is just stuff that I will not forget that I messed up there, you know, or that I personally have the feeling. Trust your own feelings. What I always tell you guys, and I think this shit is just real, you know. If you have like a specific feeling, sometimes you should just trust it. Oh, are the cookies ready? What are you guys saying? Are those cookies? They have to. By the way, I'm not sure why the light is destroyed in the thing. But would you say I can take them out? Ah, no, not at all. They are still too fluffy. Pascal, you put your hand in the oven. Yeah, I will not regret that. Yeah, it's good. That looks better than mine. Mine were black and burnt. Yeah, the heart. I'm cooking with the heart. I have regrets too. I wasn't supportive enough to my friends because I was struggling myself, but I shouldn't have shut myself off from everyone. I should have been there for my friends. Yeah, I think it's like having something to regret is not even like you can only learn from the past and all the stuff. But I think some people, obviously, if you have nothing to regret and you really don't have nothing to regret, then it's nice. But I have sometimes the feeling like those people who are saying, yeah, I have nothing to regret, they didn't even realize that they hurted someone in the past or that they messed up. And I sometimes think like, damn, like, am I maybe the only person who did some shit? Or am I there just the only, I don't know, with like other people as well who like see that at least, you know? But yeah, but obviously you shouldn't be too hard to yourself. And if you have like more this whole opinion of like, hey, it is what it is, and I think this is obviously good, then it's also completely okay, you know? If you don't see things, you should regret that you cannot change your mistakes and grow a lot. Yeah, I have so many regrets. Yeah, but for example, I talk with a lot of people, like this whole talk, do you have regrets? And I think like, obviously I don't give everybody, as I told you, like this stuff, for example, I told you already. Therefore, I think there's no thing on hiding them, you know, but I have a lot of things that I also just keep for myself. But I have, for example, when I went on, for example, a date in the past, and I always didn't want to have like this, like, small talk is obviously nice, but it's obviously when you get to know someone deeper, then you also ask something like this, hey, do you have some regrets and all? Because it's just nice to know deeper stuff about the other person if you are, like, I was then always more interested than just other things, you know? Anyways, And then I, like 99% of the people are, oh, I don't have any regrets, you know. But yeah, if there's no regrets, oh, Heidi, ja, Cookies, das wäre gut. Nein, du kannst nicht dadurch. Komm her, Heidi. Heidi was smelling the food. 2 big regrets that I can't take back or make any better. It is what it is at this point. Yeah, this is true. Like, it shouldn't be like those regrets. What I told you also about is like, it happened, it's shitty, but we now have to go on, you know? Regret is part of life. You make mistakes, you regret, and you constantly try to make yourself better. True. I hurted my close friend so badly, now it's really hard to face her. I can't believe she had to go through that just because I have learned a lesson this way. I don't like it, I regret it so much. But I think if you tell this your friends, you know, I'm actually a big fan of forgiving people. Oh, Heidi's coming again. I have really a big thing of, like, some stuff happened, I forgive, like most of the stuff I forgive. I don't get anything of like being mad at them or anything, you know? Like, in the end of the day, what should it bring to me to be constantly mad? So yeah, okay, these are the cookies and they actually look good, except of this small one over there, but he was too close to the, you know, the heat thingy. Let's see, I regret about not sharing my feelings when I need to make it clear. I still wonder about if things would be different now. But you know, this is the thing. I think what, in your situation you're right now, it is, you are now there and everything happened for, not for a reason, but it happened and you have to deal with it. And I think you understanding that there was a problem that you did is actually like a sign of, okay, even though you did the mistake, you completely like wiped out the negative energy if you understand what was shitty about it, you know? Like now I think, I don't know, this is just what I tell myself, so I'm not feeling sorry with stuff, you know? I feel like even though I never actively hurt anyone, I self-isolated sometimes, so it's like passively hurting, but it's just bad. Hey, but it's, Emilia Maria, but it's also completely okay to take. Obviously, you see the situation from your point of view and you can understand it so much better. But I just see it for myself that it's completely okay to take time for yourself. And I think if you explain this to your friends, especially of saying like, hey, I regret that I isolated myself so much there, they will understand that you maybe took the time for yourself, and it's even nicer that you see it now, no? The thing is, I regret the most is not talking to my grandpa and spending enough time with him before I knew he was gone. And I also regret not defending myself more as a child. Now I hate my childhood. Oh no. Don't hate please on the whole childhood. I hope there were some jelly jaw moments at least. And with the grandpa and grandma, you're 100% right, and good that you're right in this, because I was rethinking if I should leave tomorrow for the dorm or if I should drive to my grandparents. And in the morning, maybe with a bike. I don't have a car here, so I have to take a bike. I'm not sure if my knee's gonna like that, but I also don't want to regret their time. So therefore, I'm also gonna see my grandparents. Just a fan of your consistent. Hey, thanks so much. Do that. You never know when it's too late. True. Especially my grandpa is also a little bit strong. You should go even if it's for a short period of time. Yeah, I thought about surprising them tomorrow with like rolls because I don't live here so close, and now I'm kind of close. Okay. Now you can use milk if you want to like dip it in. I want to first have a classic bite, but I also want to show you how it's looking. This is the one I chose for the bites.